They found her car, engine warm, door wide open, keys inside. But Maura Murray? Gone. Vanished into thin air on a freezing New Hampshire night. And here's the twisted part. Nobody knows if she ran, if she was taken, or if she planned the whole thing. This is the case that's haunted investigators for 20 years, and what I'm about to tell you will make you question everything you think you know about missing persons cases. Because the deeper you dig into Maura Murray's disappearance, the darker it gets. Maura, a nursing student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, had told her professors she would be away for a week due to a family emergency. Her instructors, concerned but understanding, granted her the time off without question. Little did they know, that was just the smokescreen, a carefully constructed facade that would later become one of the most perplexing elements of her disappearance. In reality, there was no family emergency, at least not in the traditional sense. What compelled Maura to fabricate this story remains one of the many unanswered questions that continue to haunt investigators and armchair detectives alike. On the fateful night of her disappearance, Maura packed her belongings in haste. She withdrew nearly all the money from her bank account, gathered personal items from her dorm room, and loaded them into her vehicle with a sense of urgency that suggested she was fleeing from something, or perhaps towards something unknown. Witnesses reported seeing her drive a black 1996 Saturn, weaving in an erratic manner before crashing into a snowbank on Route 112, a winding, desolate stretch of road known locally as the Wild Ammonoosuc Road. The crash was minor, causing minimal damage to the vehicle, but what transpired next captivated national attention and would transform this seemingly simple accident into one of America's most enduring mysteries. Within minutes, passers-by stopped to offer help, and police were called. A bus driver named Butch Atwood, who lived nearby, approached the scene and offered assistance. According to his account, Maura appeared shaken but assured him she had already called AAA, though later investigations would reveal she had not. Atwood, sensing something was amiss, returned to his home and contacted the authorities. Yet, when authorities arrived approximately 15 minutes later, Maura was nowhere to be found. Her car remained, its engine still warm, the driver's door ajar, and her personal belongings strewn about, a haunting snapshot of her last moments. Inside the vehicle, police discovered a damaged windshield, alcohol, MapQuest directions to Burlington, Vermont, and personal items that suggested she had been planning an extended trip. Search parties combed the woods with dogs and helicopters, but winter's grip hindered their efforts. The brutal weather conditions, combined with the rugged, densely forested terrain surrounding the crash site, made the search extraordinarily difficult. Tracking dogs lost Maura's scent approximately 100 yards from the accident scene, suggesting she may have gotten into another vehicle, though no witnesses reported seeing anyone else in the area that night. The community rallied, clinging to hope. Yet days turned into weeks, and Maura's fate hung in the balance. Months later, amidst theories of abduction and suicide, a chilling realization emerged. Maura had left behind a series of troubling cryptic messages and an array of unsettling online searches about topics such as the Appalachian Trail, suicide methods, and even unconventional disappearances, pointing to a deeper, unresolved turmoil in her life. Her computer history revealed she had been researching various locations in New Hampshire and information about hiking trails and remote areas where one could potentially disappear.
Maura, my dearest
The days
sister,
leading up to her
saying
disappearance
goodbye feels
were marked by
impossible.
several troubling
You brought
incidents.
so much light
Just
into
days
our
before
lives.
she vanished, Maura had been working her campus security job when she received a call that left her catatonic with grief, according to her supervisor. To this day, no one knows who made that call or what was said. Earlier that same week, she had crashed her father's car following what appeared to be an emotional evening, though she refused to explain the circumstances to authorities. These events, combined with academic pressures, relationship difficulties, and possible issues with alcohol, suggested that Maura was grappling with demons that her friends and family were only beginning to understand. As the years ticked away, investigators revisited the case multiple times. Some believed Maura had met with foul play, perhaps encountering someone with malicious intent on that dark, isolated road. Others suspected she had orchestrated her own escape, deliberately staging her disappearance to start a new life free from the pressures that had been mounting. The latter theory gained footing with her unmarked trail of activities, leading to a final eerie question. Was freedom her ultimate destination, or had she vanished into the clutches of something far more sinister? Speculations ran rampant, with the case morphing into a nationwide obsession. Documentaries, podcasts, and online forums dedicated themselves to dissecting every piece of Mara's life. Each recounted her struggles with personal demons, pressure from school, family issues, and a relationship that was beginning to fray at the seams. Mara had been an accomplished athlete in high school and by all external appearances a successful college student. Yet beneath this veneer of achievement lay a complex young woman dealing with substantial stress. Some amateur sleuths even proposed that Mara had attempted to flee into the wilderness, yearning for a fresh start, while others alleged that she had met a grim fate at the hands of an unregistered drifter or opportunistic predator. The rural nature of the area made both theories plausible, though frustratingly impossible to prove without concrete evidence. Haverhill was left forever changed, a haunting reminder that some cases remain unsolved, echoing questions of what if every time a new generation of potential witnesses emerged. The crash site itself became something of an unofficial memorial, with visitors leaving flowers, notes, and ribbons tied to nearby trees, a somber testament to a young woman whose fate remained unknown. As recent as 2023, the investigation saw new life when cold case detectives re-evaluated evidence, attempting to resurrect leads that had grown cold over nearly 2 decades. Advanced forensic techniques offered hope that previously overlooked clues might finally yield answers. Yet, despite these efforts, gripping the community once more with newfound hope, the investigation yielded little in terms of definitive answers. The family, particularly Mara Murray's father Fred, became tireless advocates for finding answers, spending countless hours in the New Hampshire woods searching for any trace of their daughter. The family's pain was compounded by occasional false leads and cruel hoaxes from individuals claiming to know Mara's whereabouts. In the absence of closure, the legacy of Mara Murray continued to resonate deeply within the true crime community and beyond. Her case became emblematic of the thousands of missing persons whose disappearances remain unexplained, serving as a stark reminder of how quickly someone can vanish. Today, her case motivates countless individuals battling their own silent struggles, offering a stark reminder of the battles fought behind closed doors. Before you go, comment below where you're watching from and subscribe to our channel so you never miss updates on cases like Mara's. Your engagement helps keep these stories alive and supports the families still searching for answers. As the soft snow softly fell on that fateful night in New Hampshire all those years ago, one couldn't help but wonder, what truly happened to Mara Murray? Somewhere beneath the surface of a deeply troubled mind, or entwined with the whispers of those who slipped through the cracks of society, the truth lay buried, waiting to be unearthed. Perhaps someday a hiker will stumble upon evidence that finally solves the mystery. Or perhaps Mara's fate will remain forever unknown, another ghost story whispered in the cold New Hampshire night.